Viktors Morozs pēc spēles pret Liepāju. Treneri, tavs komentārs.
Labvakar. Ļoti daudz nevaru pateikt, jo it kā pirmajā puslaikā ļoti labi izskatījāmies, spēlējot pret vēju, it kā ļoti labi kontrolējam bumbu un izdevās arī izveidot kaut kādas situācijas, lai gūtu vārtos. Pretiniekam bija 2 pretuzbrukumie. Kopumā domāju, ka kaut ko uzlabojot otrajā puslaikā bija jāuzvar šo spēli, bet otrajā puslaikā zaudējām to, kas bija labi pirmajā, un arī neuzlabojam neko. Otrais puslaiks bija ļoti švaks un kopumā par to runājam arī ģērbto pārtraukumā, ka nekāda situācija mēs nevaram zaudēt koncentrāciju, bet tas notika jau pirmajās minūtes. 3 kļūdas, kur jebkurš no spēlētājiem, ja viņš nekļūdītos, tur nekā nebūtu. Atveramies un kopumā tās otrais puslaiks bija tāds ļoti nesekmīgs un no mūsu puses tāds ļoti švaks.
Vai bija vispār kādas iespējas ietekmēt šo otro puslaiku, to spēles ritējumu, ņemot vērā arī soliņa dziļumu, ja precīzāk mazo pieredzi, kas bija šodien?
Mēs mēģinājām kopumā, ka jebkurš spēlētājs, kurš ir komandā, viņš ir tāpēc, ka mēs ceram uz viņu un ticam, ka viņš var uzlabot komandas sniegumu. Mēs redzējām un cerējām uz dažiem spēlētājiem, ka viņi to varas izdarīt, bet kopumā neizdevās, diemžēl.
Vai šodienas mačs ir tāds, pēc kura var par daudziem spēlētājiem, kuri bija laukumā, izdarīt kādas secinājumus par to, kā viņi sev parāda grūtos brīžos vai neparāda?
Mēs to zinām pilnīgi. Mēs zinām, kā kāds spēlētājs grūtais situācijas var saņemties. Mēs to ļoti labi sapratām par jebkuru no spēlētājiem, bet vienkārši vajag vairāk šādu spēlētāju laukumā. Diemžēl šodien bija par maz tādu spēlētāju. Varbūt, ja būtu tie spēlētāji, arī nebūtu šāda situācija, kur kād kļuva grūti.
Brīžā bija arī sajūta, ka pieredzējušie spēlētāji. Paniča piespēle tukšā zonā, arī Prenga zaudēja 2 pie 2 ielaistiem vārtiem. Vēl dažas tās epizodes, kur kļūdās tie spēlētāji, kuriem mazāk gaida.
Jā, kopumā, kā es jau teicu, pie pirmajiem vārtiem tur bija 3 kļūdas. Tehniska, taktiska un individuāla arī zaudējot cīņā pēdējā brīdī. Bija, protams, kļūdas visiem, un, ja tur runa par to kļūdu Paniča, es domāju, ka tur vispār jau drusku haus bija, ka tas pats Rašīts, viņš jau domāja par to, lai skrietu, lai palīdzētu uzbrukumu, tāpēc tā notika. Nav problēma, ka kļūdas spēlētāji, tā vispār nav problēma, jo visi kļūdas, un tas ir normāli. Nekad mēs nerunājam par to, bet galvenais, lai tu darītu vairāk pat kļūdoties un ātri rehabilitējies un atkal gatavs. Šie spēlētāji, gan Prenga, gan Paničs, ļoti labi pazīstu, ka tie ir vieni no mūsu vilcējiem, tāpēc nav ko daudz tur par viņiem runāt.
Cik grūti bija sagatavoties šai spēlē, ņemot vērā tos iztrūkumus, kuri vēl atnāca klāt, gan Savaļnieks, gan Dešārie, gan Kvādio, kad vispār saprati, ka ir tik īsts sastāvs un jāpiesaista vairāk dublēri?
Ļoti viegli bija, jo nebija variantu. Tikai šāds variants mums bija, un tikai to mēs gatavojam. Nebija jālauž galvu, jo nebija daudz citu iespēju.
Cik daudz tas satrauc tevi kā treneri šobrīd, ka tik daudz spēlētāju bija ārā uz šo maču un nav skaidrs, vai būs uz nākumu atpakaļ?
Nē, mani nesatrauc. Kā es jau teicu, ir spēlētāji un mēs ticam viņiem un gaidām. Varbūt, kad mēs sapratīsim vairāk, mēs jau neticēsim un negaidīsim. Un tas arī ir labi. Kopumā mēs gatavojamies uzvarēt šodien. Nevis uzvarēt, bet izdarīt visu, lai uzvarētu. Bet kā būs, viss var notikt. Bet es domāju, ka otrajā puslaikā mēs neizdarījām visu, lai uzvarētu. Un nevaram teikt, ka kaut kur nepaveicās. Kopumā bija daudz nesaprotāmo man lēmumu un no dažu spēlētāju puses. Bet galvenais, ka neredzēju no visiem, ka viņi cer uz to, ka var uzvarēt šo spēli jau, kad otrajā puslaika jau bijām iedzinējusi.
Otrajā puslaikā sūtīja laukumā Konatē, viņam debija virslīgā. Pastāst, kāpēc tieši šāda maiņa, kāpēc varbūt citi spēlētāji arī netika sūtīti šajā cīņā?
Es ļoti labi zinu, ka viņš strādās un šajā situācijā, kad viņš izgāja, spēlēja Porsānu un ne līdz galam mēs redzējām no viņa šo enerģiju, bet Konatē varbūt viņam nav tādas kvalitātes, bet mēs negribējām zaudējot un spēlēt savā laukuma pusē, jo nepresingojam centra aizsargus. Un zinājām par to, ka Konatē to izdarīs. Zinājām, ka pretiniekam nebūs ērti ar viņu cīnīties. Kā būs ar viņa kvalitātēm pie vārtu gušanas iespējām, tur jau 50/50. Bet kopumā nevaru teikt, ka citi spēlētāji labāk izmantoja tās situācijas.
Ņemot vērā, ka daudz otrās komandas spēlētāji šodien bija uz Solņa, un te arī devās laukumā, cik daudz šie spēlētāji iesaistās treniņu procesā tieši pirmajā komandā, kāds notiek šī spēlētāja apmaiņa?
Nevaru teikt, ka ļoti daudz, bet regulāri mums ir treniņi, kad mēs piesaistām viņus, un arī treniņu spēles, kad mēs ļoti labi viņus pazīstam, un tāpēc tas nav nekas noslēpums viņu kvalitātes, un mēs labākos vai tos spēlētājus, kuri mums bija vajadzīgi šodien, ņemot vērā pozīcijas, mēs gribējām redzēt.
Ko šobrīd vairāk gaidi? Nākamo spēli vai izlašu pārtraukumu, kad varēs tās rētas sadziedēt, varbūt kaut ko pārdomāt, pamainīt?
Negaidu noteikti izlašu pauzi par nākamo spēli. Tagad tu pajautāji, tikai tagad es sāku domāt, vai es gaidu vai nē, tāpēc nevaru atbildēt. Protams, pēc šādām spēlēm, pēc iespējas agrāk gribas to aizmirst, rehabilitēties un kopumā izdarīt pareizos secinājumus un turpināt virzīties tālāk.
Paldies.
Paldies.
Pēcspēles pret RFS. So, coach, first of all, your comment?
Well, we're really happy to win the game. It's just a few days ago we lost the derby, so of course this is like the opposite feeling.
Mēs esam priecīgi uzvarēt šo spēli, un īpaši pēc zaudējuma derbijā sajūtas pavisam pretējs. Did you know that Liepāja has very bad head-to-head games against RFS, and it's very important for Liepāja to beat them?
I didn't know that, but I know that RFS has been a strong team the last few years. Of course, there's not many teams that have been picking up points against them. So, we're no matter the history, we're still really happy to win here today because it's also the way we win. It's easy to say when you win, but it's also in today it's very true. We stick together as a team. I think we grow in different ways throughout the 90 minutes, and we also actually create 3 really big chances to score the 3-1 in the game.
It looked like the defense was very well organized if you compare previous matches for Liepāja team, even before you came. So can we say that you worked on it more before this game?
I know I would, well, of course we work on everything, but I would say that we more have worked on the build-up phase to build up the game, but also, of course, we'll be looking at positions. But also after the game against Grobina, I would say, like, it's just been, I've been here less than a week, and I would say that it also comes down to the simple things that you don't practice, like what you put into a game, how you arrive into a game with mentality, how you stick together, and how you affect your teammate. I think that was the main thing today. And from that, I think many, they knew it, but they rediscovered that we can be a really strong team fighting together.
In the first half, there were very big problems from RFS right wing and your left wing, Kirill Siljans against Mora Tela, number 70, who also scored the goal. How you managed to fix this problem? Because in the second half, it doesn't see anything like this from that side.
Small adjustments, but I also think that Kirill Ilyins, who played on that side, also learned by like the timing in his defense against Motala. So he did that well, but there were small adjustments. I think that the two strikers work like a bit more together, which meant that we work as a unit. So yeah, but then again, RFS is really strong when it comes to like ending the games. They have big players and can put like they have a really good left foot today that can put in the ball. So we needed to defend in many different ways today, and I think the players actually show that we can do that.
Were you surprised about RFS squad because there are many leaders missing out for them?
No, someone told me a story before the game that they actually won the cup final recently with basically the reserves, if you can say that, but not the first players. So if you've been playing in Europe like they have done, they have a big squad, they have good players. And for us, where we are, doesn't matter who they come with. They're like a team that's going for the titles, I would say. So no matter who they put on the pitch, it's going to be a challenge for us. But we handled it well, and I'm happy for that.
Probably RFS is the team you heard about even before coming to Latvia, isn't it?
Well, the last few years, yes. I mean, you follow European football, and the group stage, they've been in there, they beat Ajax and so on. So, of course, I've seen them in there. But previous year, before that, when I had a team that plays against Liepāja, there was other teams too, like Riga and so on. Like I've seen a bit from Baltic countries, Estonia and also Lithuania. So I followed it a bit. It's not that far over the sea to Sweden.
And how much do you already know your players, Liepāja players, their personalities, their skills, maybe their positions where they can play?
A bit. I think every minute, especially games, is information. There's no time to just wait for information, but we need to win at the same time. But I get a lot of info, and they maybe they come to a better understanding on what I like and how I like put words on that. So yeah, but of course, like no one can know like a squad in 6 days. It's not like that. But on the other hand, the important thing is that they know each other. I mean, sure, I'm the coach, but they are the ones out there like playing together, and they've been together for at least a few months, so they know each other enough to come together as a team.
And had you enough time to watch all Liepāja games this season to prepare to see what happened before?
I mean, with all the technique that's today, you have access to everything. So I can like push a button and I can see all the counter attacks against, and like you can get it access so fast. And I also have like Alexander, who's the analyst here. I can ask him for anything, and I also have 2 assistant coaches in Saulus and Janis, who provides me with info, and Michel is the fitness coach. So anything I need, I get served. So, but also this, yeah, of course, I have my own my own eyes to watch some things too. So we're happy today, but we also have a really difficult game coming up next time away in Riga.
For me, it's surprisingly that you came alone, a coach from abroad, but without your assistance. Will it be also in future, or you will try to bring someone from Sweden?
That's the plan now. I don't feel alone. I come only me, but I don't feel alone. Like, they've been working this season, and there's a lot of like good people around the team who wants to make it good. And I think it's in general it's a waste of time and people to not use the force that you already have in the club.
And what motivated you to came here? Because you worked in Sweden and Denmark with big crowds, with big clubs, and here we see there are 100, 200, 300 people on the stands.
Yeah, it's still football. I mean, it's the same size of the pitch. It's still 3 points, and it's still a lot of, as a coach, when it comes to coaching and also leadership, there's always like challenges that can be like exciting for you. So that's one point. And also, like, to start with, I was like, yeah, I mean, I also have a family back in Sweden. So it's actually kind of like a short move, but a kind of a big move. But when I met with the club and they explained, sometimes you feel like some chemistry, and then you just like to, go with that flow, and it's a challenge for me too. So I think that's the long answer to your short question.
What was the goals or tasks the club asked you, or you maybe bring these goals?
I mean, if you look at this league, how it looks, everybody knows where the European spots are. And usually there's a fourth European spot too in the league, because one of the top teams usually wins the cup. So obviously everybody is glancing up the league standings to look for those spots. Also us. But to start with, it's just like, I know that the club like had another coach before. Janice did a good job as a caretaker. And just coming in that period, we just need to get things together, like play as a team and do that. And then if we do that, sure, good things can happen, but it's a lot of hard work.
And can you have maybe future plans for summer, maybe for summer transfer window? You see maybe something need to change in the squad depth, or you don't think about that?
Right now, when you ask me, I don't think a second about that. I also think it's really important to look at the squad and like look what the people and the players who are here are doing. I think that's good. Then I know that there's more people than me, that everybody knows there's a transfer window and there's opportunities to do stuff. But right now that hasn't been my focus. I am looking at those players that I already have.
If we came back to today's match, what moment maybe was the most joyful for you during the game?
The most joyful? Well, when the referee did the final whistle, I guess. It's always like to win, know that you win the game is good. But there was many situations that I liked. I definitely liked that we could actually push forward, even if it was 2-1. We could still go for the third goal. I think that just sitting back low is actually shows that we have courage in the team. Everybody knows that this team can score, but also doing that at the same time as we're defending with our whole heart is a lot of joy. And also, to be honest, we had a whole dressing room filled with happy players, happy staff members and other people around the club, but also some young kids being in there celebrating together. That's also like, it's a joy. It's 3 points and it's just one of the games in the league, but on the day it's important that you also celebrate.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.